Welcome to the program. Welcome to Currency World. Really glad to be back after a long hiatus. And today, what I wanted to share with you guys is a collection of old communist banknotes. More specifically, these banknotes are from Yugoslavia. And as many of you know, Yugoslavia experienced a very bloody civil war that resulted in the creation of several states, namely Albania, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, and Montenegro. So without further ado, let's begin. We have the 10s right here, and this 10 is actually from Bosnia-Herzegovina, but the majority of these notes are from the former state of Yugoslavia. And what you'll notice right away is that these banknotes are very beautifully colored. They feature very intricate designs and patterns. I do apologize for the glare. This banknote right here is from the 1960s, I believe. Here it is again. And these banknotes are all known as dinar or dinara for plural. Again, you'll notice the beautiful designs, and you'll notice the agricultural themes or historic themes, something that is very common in a lot of different communist banknotes. And right here on these 1,000 dinar banknotes, you'll see the image of Nikola Tesla. Now, Tesla was actually from Yugoslavia, and as many of you know, he was quite influential in the development of modern electricity. And he was actually one of the main competitors in the United States to Thomas Edison. He's featured very prominently on many banknotes. We'll see the different types. Most of these banknotes are actually from the late 90s. And you might notice that I arranged these banknotes by denomination, and they go in increasing order of value. And this wasn't by accident. I did this to highlight the hyperinflation that was going on. And these are, in fact, hyperinflation notes, many of them. Now, what that means is that these communist countries, or any country for that matter, devalues its currency, and it's forced to print increasing values of currency to keep up. So you'll see here 20,000. And as the Soviet Union was collapsing in the late 80s and early 90s, a lot of different countries in the Soviet bloc started producing very high denomination notes because of the hyperinflation, because the economies were essentially collapsing. Now here you will see the $50,000 or the 50,000 dinar note. And this is quite unusual for countries like the United States and countries that have adopted the euro to see such high denomination notes. But in economies that are struggling or have greatly devalued their currency, this is something quite common. We see the $100,000 note here, 500,000. And you'll see different series from different years. But the designs remain more or less consistent in terms of the different color schemes and things like that. And here is where it starts to get crazy. So we have a 10 million dinar note. $50 million dinar. Here's another 50 million. 100 million. dinar, 500 million dinar, and here we reach the really crazy denominations. We have 50 billion, and right on top of that we have 10 billion, or I'm sorry, 1 billion. So as you can see, these notes are very high denominations. And an interesting fact about this is this note right here is actually the highest denomination note ever issued at the time it was issued. So in the late 90s, this was in fact the highest denomination note ever issued. Now there have been certain notes in Africa that have gone up to the trillions, but certainly this is still the highest denomination note ever issued in Europe. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if that's the case, and stay tuned for more. Until next time.